Hi, good afternoon everyone. I am Nikki Dura Camarillo from BSed Major in Social Studies, and I was tasked to tackle about paralanguage. So paralanguage refers to the factors of speech such as accent, pitch, range, volume, or articulation that alters the meaning of the message. Paralanguage is how you speak, the rate, the tone, the pitch, and the volume or the inflection of your speech, and of course, the dreaded use of filler words. Mastering paralanguage allows you to have impact with your presentations and pitches, with your job interviews, while negotiating, and while you are networking with others. Loudness of the voice. It refers to the frequency of vibration of the vocal folds is perceived as the pitch of the voice. Your voice can send out your message to the world. We all have a tale to tell, a message to share, or simply thoughts to be heard. To be able to speak loudly, proudly, and clearly helps fuel that message. Through our voice, we can connect ourselves to the world around us. So we all know that we are communicating in our society, and loudness of the voice is very important. It's because for the people that surrounds us can easily understand kung ano yung sinasabi natin, and mas lalong clear yung maririnig nila kasi it's because of our loudness of our voice. Kailangan din natin remind yung sarili natin na when we are using the loudness of our voice is kailangan din natin itong kontrolin. Kasi may mga taong medyo sensitive na feeling nila na yung the way na tinaasan mo yung boses mo is nagagalit na ka sa kanila. So, you need to control it also, and you need to use the loudness of your voice in a good way and in a right way. Kasi para hindi ma-misunderstood ng mga tao na feel lang nila na nagsasalita ka lang pero di ka galit. Like, kalma lang but your voice is medyo nasa volume na mas lalong maiintindihan nila at clear na marinig nila yung sinasabi mo na message. For example, Europeans interpret the loudness of the voice as an aggressive behavior. Filipinos from Tagalog provinces find it normal. Asian people control themselves from shouting as they are taught not to from childhood. So, in every country, in each country is, ang loudness of the voice is naa siya lahi-lahi nga meaning. Syempre, naatay lahi-lahi nga culture. So, while you are communicating with European people is, you need to avoid nga taasan ni imong boses kay define it a bad behavior and aggressive behavior. So, balay pag makipag-communicate ka sa ilaha is soft lang, ana lang kay lain ilang pagsabot if mo taas imong boses. While in us Filipinos, some of us is very hyperman gyud, like bisag kumusta lang is mo taas na din ang boses, like hi pare gana mo taas na dayon, but we find it normal kay lagi feel nato is it's okay lang and normal siya nga mo taas ang boses. While in Asian people, and they control themselves na magtaas ang boses or masyagit. Kaya lagi, we all know man nga, kita tanan gitutuan while bata pa ta, na dili mo syagit sa ubang tao, dili mo sukol ana. But, lahi-lahi man yun ta, and we just need to remind ourselves na kailangan ang loudness of the voice is gamito na to siya in a good way, in a tarunga way, and para walay misunderstanding nga mahitabo, and para masabtan pod sa imuhang kaistorya ang imuhang message nga gi-deliver. Ana lang. We just need to control ourselves nga para walay malain nga tao while nakipag-istorya ta sa iya. So the next one is pauses. Pauses, it refers to a short period in which something such as sound or an activity is stopped before starting again. Pausing also signals to the audience that a new thought or idea is coming and allows them time to ready themselves to receive it. A pause relaxes your thoughts and body, which will help your conversation to be more meaningful and more fruitful. For example, Japanese use a lot of pauses when they converse. Arabs and Americans are not comfortable with silence. So lahi-lahi gyud no. And just like with that example na ang mga Japanese as nagahunong sila while they converse, and then ang mga Arabs and Americans as dili sila comfortable pag kanang hilom lang, and kita Filipinos as mga sabaan man gyud ta. A pause also is a very important kay in order for your mind na magpahulay and para ang imong gusto istorya is ma-construct nimo siya og tarong, and because of that ma-deliver nimo imong message sa imong kaistorya na sabotable lang siya and very clear kaayo kay tungod nag-post ka kadali and construct sa nimo daan imong istorya and before siya i-deliver sa imong katak. The next one is the vocal characterizations. It's like crying, whining, yelling, and etc. that change the meaning of the message. Voice quality contributes greatly to the expressiveness of human speech and signals to the listener not only information about such strong emotions but also about milder states which we might characterize as feelings, modes, and general states of being. In some culture, giggling is taken as a bad gesture. So an example and a vocal characterization is that in England, people use volume to project anger. In India, people use volume to get attention. In Japanese, women use high pitch in their voice to distinguish themselves from men. In America, voice pitch between genders is not an issue. So, lahi-lahi gyud og culture ang mga tao. Just like in England, people use the volume of their voice para ma-express nila ang ilahang kasuko o kalagot sa isa ka tao. While in India is ginagamit nila ang ilahang volume sa ilang tingog para makagat og attention sa mga tao, like they should shout kay para ang kana nga tao is makuha ang attention. While in Japanese as they also uses the high pitch para mas ma-distinguish nila ilahang sarili from men. While in America is ang voice pitch is no issue. While in here in Philippines is ang vocal characterization is bali murag sago siya pag mo syagit ka is naaray daghan ka siya meaning nasuko ba ka, gisapot ka, or either nanugo ka, or gikuha sad nimo ang attention sa isa ka tao. Sadyang lahi-lahi lang yun and naadyoy lahi-lahi nga meaning in each country. Silence can also be considered a type of paralanguage. When in Greece, silence would mean you are refusing something. When in Egypt, silence is used to mean you are consenting to something. So, ang atong paghilom-hilom is naagyod siya meaning. So, as in Filipinos, ang paghilom-hilom is either nalagot na ang isa ka tao, either gisapot ang isa ka tao, either na-offend ang isa ka tao, either daghan kayo o problema ang isa ka tao kasi she or he remains to be silenced. Like, lahi-lahi lang yun, and we just need to respect ourselves. Respeto lang kay lahi-lahi man yun ang pagsabot, and mostly ang mga tao is medyo sensitive sad. Paralanguage is very important in communication. It's because it can prevent the wrong message from inadvertently being passed on, as often in this case in a telephone call and even more in a letter. The paralanguage messages that can be observed through face-to-face contact also makes it more difficult to lie or to hide your emotions. That could be all. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope you learned something. God bless you all. Thank you.